Hey, what to do, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. So this video, when I first started putting it together, I thought it was going to be one of those bad news bears video. I was not super looking forward to it. My ag pump up front, thought it had completely taken a dive. It was spewing water everywhere. Oh no! So automatically my brain started like going into worst case scenarios, having to buy the new gearbox up top or the pump drive down below. I really don't know a whole lot about them, so I was kind of nervous, but it ended up being a relatively easy fix. So super grateful that we got that thing up and going. That alfalfa has been just a constant struggle. So I'm gonna be showing you guys that. I'm gonna be showing you guys a little bit of dirt work that we did. You guys hear this airbag? I just replaced the other side probably about 7 days ago, and then this one decided to take a dump too. But hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and jump on into it, and let's roll.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
All right, well, first things first, if you guys watched our last video, you guys know that the 299, well, it blew. I think it's this hose right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get this switched out. I gotta lift the cab up. I have to actually disconnect it from the pump inside. Then we're gonna run into town. Probably gonna go to Industrial Rubber Supply, get that bad boy fixed. And then while we're in town, I need to pick up a bunch of gas because we're gonna be using my father-in-law's dump truck in this video. And well, I don't really have anything that like runs off of gas. So I don't really keep it stockpiled. And we're probably gonna burn through a bunch of it on Saturday. So gotta pick up a bunch of that, but that's not very exciting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this hose off, and then we're gonna run into town. It's broken, it can't move, buddy. Not that breaking a hose is ever a good thing, but luckily for me, the one that broke is this guy right here, because when it's like this one back here, sometimes you got to take this one off to be able to loosen it. But since it's this guy right here, it's going to be easy in and out. All right, we got the hose off. You guys can tell this is pretty much where it decided to explode. Sometimes these things just happen, but we're gonna head into town. We're gonna get a new hose made. We're gonna get the 299 back together so we can get it off of Steve's trailer so he can have that back. And then I don't know that the 299 is ever gonna leave again. It seems like every time it goes out, something breaks on it. Hold on, get back out real quick.
Holy cow.
Oh. Yeah, you might want to slide that seat back.
I can't get in.
Get in, cowboy, let's roll.
If these were faster seats.
What, is your Ram faster?
Yeah, they're manual.
Oh, yeah. There she is. There's the old girl. 1970 something GMC.
Your passenger front tire.
For official you. Do. Sounds pretty empty to me.
You get to film. Stupid California BS. Stupid.
You're doing a good job.
Thanks. I try.
Not really though. Leaking.
You're leaking. It's a lot of money right there.
That's half a day's wages. Is that it? All she wrote? 10 gallons?
Crap.
Enough to make it to the range?
And that's it.
Maybe.
Halfway.
Maybe. All right, so the next big question is, will she start? She's a little bit old. Could use a new seat. Hey, Mike, you can't drive this one.
Why?
Because it says caution, CDL required.
Dang it.
Yeah, sorry, guy. Let's see. We got a manual choke. We got a clutcho. What do you think? It's gonna start?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. That is the most annoying sound in the world. The low air pressure alarm on this truck, the sound is just awful. So finally glad that thing kicked off. As you can see, we're starting to build pressure slowly. All right, so the fuel gauge on the big excavator, it's not very accurate. And when I say accurate, like it doesn't work at all. So I think it's pretty close to being full, but we're gonna go ahead and get Mike to fill it up with the transfer tank in the back of the truck. I'm gonna run down to the shop real quick because Steve just pulled up. And then I think after that, we're gonna come up with like an actual game plan. Basically, there's a spot in the dirt road that is just awful. And the heavy haul, if I'm pulling a trailer, it likes to get stuck there when it's raining. So, all right, we're gonna play it a little bit on the safe side. We're actually gonna put some road signs up. Let's see what we got. Flagger paddle, be prepared to stop, lane closed, flagger, be prepared to stop. Road work ahead, here we go. You ever run one of these before?
An excavator?
Okay.
Or sorry, they call them track hose back east.
Oh, I think we're not on the East Coast.
Did you make these tall people friendly to where you can stand up inside?
Well, this one's better than like the minis. So for anybody that's like new to the dirt moving world, it's a lot easier to load from up on top of the pile, and that's what he's doing right now. A lot faster, a lot easier. That way I can just like pull in right here. He just like scoops, boom, 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 boom. That way we can just make like fast round trips. No, more. Load her up. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys something real quick because it's gonna be so turn and burn, but basically you guys can see Mike has a nice pile right here, kind of scooped everything up. He scooted the machine towards the front of it. So basically we're just gonna come in here, he'll grab 3 scoops and we're gonna be on our way. So this is typically how, when a job's being loaded out, you'll have the big excavator sitting up on top of the pile, then the truck's just driving around him. Load her up. Trucker in the valley back here, and I just sent him a message real quick, and he's actually headed out of here just a little bit, so we're gonna go ahead and load him up on his way out. And his truck holds way more than this guy does, so he's gonna help speed up things quite a bit, which is the one load that he's gonna take. I'll let you guys know right now, I am human, I make mistakes. This is the 3rd time I have forgotten to lock the tailgates. So I'm gonna dump it out right now, and then we'll refill it, just because I don't feel like fighting with it too much. All right, let's try this again. Come on, James. Okay. No. Oh, I'm just sneaky. So Mike just got done letting me know that the other dump truck holds way more than this one, which I was obviously well aware of, but he goes, as I was filling them up, I actually had to move the machine back because it made such a big dent in that dirt pile. All right, well, we might have to retire the old GMC. I was cruising along right now, and I heard a bunch of air coming out this side. I actually saw dust go. Psh. So.
You found any party tricks in the truck, and you're just gonna like dust me out as you pass. But
yeah, I think. I think she's done. I did load this one pretty heavy, so I wonder if this beautiful crack in the sidewall has like a threshold.
I mean, she's still holding air, right? Air in there.
Well, I don't know. Let me drive it around, see
One more load. Oh,
Yeah.
One more load.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've been rolling in since the clock hit Monday morning. From the end of the week, I'm bound to blow. Breeze walking through the honky tonk like a pack of wolves now. Order up around the shops and it's away we go. It's a throw down, get down. Order up another round of shots. Run, get drunk, get some, have fun. Get into some trouble, baby, like in a night. I'm a Jim Beam drinking, big, singing, la 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 line, dancing machine. Been a hell of a week and I need to go watch and see. Look at those.
So pretty much all that's left to do is go home, feed my animals, have dinner, and call it a day. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and switch things up a little bit. I got my daughter up here with me today. She's gonna go ahead and explain to you guys what we're gonna be working on. And then there's a couple other things I wanna talk about real quick, but we're gonna go ahead and turn the camera over to her. What do we got going on today?
So our ag pump decided to take a big dump and we need to replace the packing.
You got it. So we ran into town today, got some of this stuff. This is called rope packing, I believe. It's got like graphite stuff in it. I'm not exactly sure. So I've never really worked with packing too much and my knowledge of it really is pretty limited. But basically you take this stuff, you cut it to length and it gets wrapped around right here. You push it down in this crevice and then there's this weird collar that goes down over this and basically compresses it, makes a tight seal so water doesn't come shooting out right here. And that's our problem right now is that if we get this thing fired up, it's just like pumps a ton of water out. Basically everything right here is going to turn green pretty soon because of how much water is coming out of this thing. So we're going to try and get that fixed today. Let's get this stuff. Supposedly this stuff's like pretty gross. Get your hands all dirty. Yep, for sure. So I'm hoping this is gonna be a pretty short part of the video, but I already got 2 rings already stuffed down in there. The guy at the shop, he gave me a couple points. So basically you have this rope packing right here, and we're gonna go ahead and pretend that this is the shaft that's in the center. It's actually the same diameter, which that's gonna be useful, and I'll explain that in a little bit. So basically you wanna wrap this shaft with one of the rings that you cut, and I'll show you guys that in a second, but you shove it down, and then wherever you put the next one, you wanna stagger the seam. So the first one, I put the seam right here. On the second one, I put the seam right here. I'm gonna cut the third one right now, and we're gonna put that seam on this side. So I don't really know how big the cavity is that goes down there, but I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 rings in there. So basically we're gonna have like each seam split a third of the way around. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I did this, how the guy at the shop explained it to me. Basically, we're gonna pretend that this is the shaft right here. Can you hold the camera for me for a second? Back up a little bit, maybe. So we're gonna pretend that this is the shaft right here.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yep, and then we're gonna do 2 cuts, just like that. Okay, so now you have your ring. When it comes around, it should line up perfectly, like so. And we're gonna go ahead and bring it in here, wrap it around the shaft. Should fit super snug.
Snug bug.
Got my little pick. Go ahead and shove this down in there. All right. Looking good, I think.
You think?
I think. So you guys see how far this came down? I think we actually have room to stick a 4th ring in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing back out. We'll cut a 4th ring, then drop it down in there.
Oh my gosh. It's got light again. It's gonna fit 6.
I can't believe this.
Oh my gosh. It's old school, Dad. It needs a lot of stuff.
I guess so.
It's old school. Isn't it old school? I think it's old school.
This is a very old pump.
Of course. I mean, it came with the property.
Yeah, this thing's at least 40 years old.
Oh my gosh. It's older than you.
It is older than me. Well, we're gonna go ahead and test this thing, so I gotta get this thing warmed up. And while this warms up, I'm gonna go out there and open up the sprinklers, open up the valve, and then basically we can just let this thing go full tilt boogie, and we'll see how much she leaks, because before it just was flooding out. I mean, literally like a river of water right here. not even spinning that fast yet, but I think there's room for one more packing in there. You guys can see that it's pouring out pretty good, and the pump's not even spinning that fast. We're gonna go ahead and give it the juice a little bit. I'm gonna put it in fourth gear. You guys are just gonna see how much pours out. All right, so I brought the RPMs up. You guys can see it's going way faster, but you guys can see just how much water is pouring out of that thing. We don't want that. All right, well, swing and a miss, dumping water everywhere. I'm gonna go ahead and, I think we got room for probably 2 more rings of packing in there, which will bring us up to 9. So originally I thought it was only gonna take 3. Apparently this is way bigger than I thought it was. So the pump has always leaked ever since I've been here. It's leaking substantially less now, and we actually have a new leak because it's leaking a lot less where it was. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys where that is. We got this little leak right here. So super minute, not a problem at all. It's just a Zerk fitting. The ball on it's no good anymore. So we'll go ahead and get that replaced, and that'll fix that leak. And then the water that's coming through the packing, it's actually good to have a little bit of water coming through. Lubricates the shaft, keeps it cool. So I'm okay with how much is leaking right there. Hey, look right here, we got a print. Wonder if he likes water. All right, so I'm pretty happy right now because originally I thought it was gonna be a lot of money to get this guy fixed, and it ended up just being like 30 bucks. So I'm feeling pretty good about myself. I'm feeling kind of like an actual farmer right now. One of the old farm pieces of equipment quit working, and I was able to get it back together. And we just got done running the sprinklers for probably about 25, 30 minutes. And you guys can see that my field is starting to turn pretty green. We do have a little bit of a problem though, because ground squirrels are moving in and there are just a ton of them. So I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to tackle that one. You guys can, if you look real hard, you guys can see all the mounds everywhere. There's just a ton of them out there. So that's a problem for another day though. It's part of my solar pump. I can't say what that is yet. Future videos. We're gonna go ahead and put the screws this video. We ended up getting a ton today. I can't even talk. But we're gonna go ahead and put the screws this video. Super happy with everything we got done today. Ryan was a huge help. Mike was a huge help. I really didn't do much. I just sat in the dump truck all day and moved dirt around, blew tires, and then I loaded myself, I think twice, maybe 3 times, I don't remember. But anyhow, turned out super good. And I know most of you guys probably already follow him, but just in case you don't, you guys should check out Ryan's channel. It's D-Max Rhino here on YouTube. But thank you guys for watching. If you could do me a huge solid like, subscribe, share this video through Migos, hit that notification button down below so you guys can continue to see whatever else we got going on. I'll see you guys next time. Later.